Everyone's doing fine tonight. I'm going to give as many shouts as I possibly can. Moving up to number one on the lead on the chat board tonight is Tim. Welcome, brother. Lewis, the man with the likes. I appreciate what you do on the side chat, mate. Hopefully you're doing well. Cobra C. Ober is part of the panel tonight, and I believe he's a go. I've never checked that, you know. Jason Bourne, aka Outlaws, welcome, brother. Hopefully you're doing fine. Rainy Bow is part of my panel tonight, and also a goat. Thank you, sweetheart. Armageddon, as always, appreciate you, brother. Animal is part of my panel tonight, yep. Brandy is also a goat and part of my panel tonight as well. Georgie is a goat as well. Love you, bro. Thank you. Paul, or Testicles, as I know him. Welcome, brother. Davey, as always, appreciate you coming along. Smash, she was in the side chat just a minute ago. She's out on holiday, living it up, and her and Bonehammer are actually having a good time. So, thumbs up for that one, guys. Where am I? Miriam, welcome, sweetheart. Dennis, as always, appreciate you coming along, mate. WC Thunder, the man with a plan. Love what you do on the side chat, mate. Thank you. Tom, as always, welcome, bro. There isn't too many more, I don't think. Tyrone, welcome, bro. I feel like I've missed a bunch of people out, guys, and it jumped on me. I'm not sure if I did. If I did, not on purpose. Right, on the panel tonight, we have got Animal, Rainy Bow, Brandy, and Cobra C. Ober. Guys, if you want to unmute and say hello.
Oh, buongiorno.
Good evening.
Hello.
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 There's a lot I want to fucking talk about tonight. A lot. And
Yeah,
there's going to be some ranting to be done. But before we get to that, I do want to fucking vote on the last event, Strike Ops, or Shit Ops, as we call it. A score out of 10. I would love to see some of the guys on the side chat give us some score out of 10. A little brief reason why, and hopefully Cobra won't mind reading that out further down the road.
No worries.
Perfect. Thank you, bro. Right, I'm going to start top to bottom tonight. Actually, I'm going to start bottom to top because then it gives Cobra a chance to keep up with the chat. Cobra, what was your score out of 10 for the Shit Ops and your reasons why, mate?
I, quite frankly, I can't really think of anything between... I'm stretched between 3 and a 4. I use the word stretched because it didn't come without its problems. It's just the same shit, quite frankly. So I'll go middle of the road, 3.5. I just think Kicks really need to consider taking on board some of the things, constructive criticism that people say, not just ours but other people's. We can't be the only ones that are hating this event. I would rather them bring back the very one and only holdout that everybody loved. Quite frankly, Shit Ops, its name basically stands for itself. There's nothing nice about it. It's crap, basically. So I'm going to say 3.5.
3.5. Okay then. Brandy or Jinx? I'm going to go. Oh shit! I pulled my headset out, guys. Bear with me.
For a moment, then I thought you
Brandy,
said you're going for shit. Brandy, go on. Your score.
I'm going to go to the toilet as well.
I give it a 1, and the reason is I did it the first day. If I look at it the second day, said fuck this, too many damn events. Didn't even spend a dime on this one, so yeah, I'm gonna keep it as a 1.
Okay.
He's right though. Was it shit event? Is what he called it, or what did he call it?
It's Shite Ops. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing more. So, Rainy, come on, let's have your score, please.
I'm going to give it a minus 6,969.
Okay, just a small number then.
Yeah, just a small number, because it was very unfairly balanced regarding that some people had the unlimited free ops that they could stock up on from the main event. And the op that you could pay 50 gold for was no good. So who would pay 50 gold for that? If I'm going to pay 50 gold for an op, I expect it to be able to do the bases for me, really, or at least mostly. But that 50 gold op, that the David Payne one, would not have done much at all. So yeah, I didn't spend any money on the event. I did get it done. I've got everything I needed, but I think it was unfairly balanced due to the glitches from the event before.
Yeah, sounds about right. Animal, let's have yours, mate.
I wrote it in the chat 1. Didn't really do it a lot. I did try on the last day to quickly get the elite for that new plane thing, and I ended up coming up short. So I fucking hate all these events. It's fucking ridiculous. And as you said about this, fucking the paying one, what they need to do is, as we're paying for it, or we've got the option to pay for it, they should put the previous ones in there. If you're going to pay gold for it, you should have a choice. So you'd have had the one from last time, the one the time before that, and we can pick. So I mean, as we know, the one from this event was shit, and the freeway one, whatever it was, the
Pioneer.
level 10s, are they?
Yeah.
They weren't making it all the way through the, and a lot of the time they were dying in the third one.
I actually found the Pioneer op was better than the one that you paid 50 gold for.
This is it. A lot of us, as you said, a lot of us didn't have the extra ones on them. And I did have one, but I don't know why I'm saving it, just in case there's something that I really need to get, and I can use that for 2 hours. So I haven't actually used the one that was given free, and the only one I managed to get. But I reckon they should put the previous ones in it, like, because people know that these were shit, so they weren't maybe not willing to buy it like this one, but they would have spent 50 on the one from before, like the Pioneer one. What was the ones before? I can't even remember what we've had before that. Did we have bombers? Did we?
Yeah, bombardiers or whatever they're called.
And was there one before that as well, or not?
Yeah, there was. I can't think of what it was.
I think we've had bombardiers, pioneers,
and it was the
before that it was the moonskaters.
That was the one, moonskaters.
Right.
Yeah, at the time it was the moonskaters. They did it for you.
Happy person, if you don't like listening to us moan about the game, then you can always leave, mate.
No, we can do that already.
Done him.
No, we can completely get rid of him.
Yeah, there we go.
Fuck off, you chicken.
He's entitled to his opinions.
Of course he is.
It's just,
I ain't worried about anyone's opinions. That's going to be one of the dickheads that run with that numbskull, you know, the man-child.
I can't imagine who you're referring to there.
It's not just the panel that's we're not crying. We're talking about the game, but it's everyone that's fucking on the side chat as well. We're all saying the same thing, and Kixeye don't seem to understand it.
Yeah, well,
Coach, do you want to read out some of the
Yeah. Did you want to give your score out first?
I'll do one afterwards because it might be a little bit long.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start off. Animal was the very first one, and he said 1 because it's shit ops, which, yeah, got that. Tyrant said 0, but he's given no real reason. Marion says 2 out of 10. Ruby Doogie said he scored 107.2 million. Good job, Ruby, and good evening to you. Tess said he got 64 mil, got what I needed. Only do events to keep up too many, and he's put a little smile. Jason or Outlaws has been named, says 5 out of 10. Matt's come in at 0 out of 10. Like most events, the grind doesn't equal the prize. The new air is legit the worst unit I've seen for a long time. Thunder's come really heavy in at 0 out of 10. Not a single shit ops event deserves any more than that. Grind to get an useless unique for us to use in their next shit ops. Tom G says 4.5 out of 10. Same shit, different depths. Lewis said -5. It just didn't work for me. I got mains to get the unit. Oh, he's managed to get the unit, and that's all he got. Ernest said 1. Andrew Watson said the event was frustrating. I gave it a 2. I did maybe 4 or 5 run-throughs, then got sick of it. To be honest, Andrew, I don't think there are many other people who can sit there and say they enjoyed it, to be fair. Armour said 3 out of 10. Only good thing were the repair logistic bases, but boring as hell with the only 2 unit option used in the event. Yeah, it's just a bad thing. Pac-Man, 1 out of 5, just boring. Where are we? Thunder said it was just a joke how shit the Goliath ops were compared to the Pioneer one that some people were able to get loads of for free. I was lucky enough to keep my one from the previous event, and I used it, and it was much better than the Goliaths. Now, Tim, here we go. Spot on. 2 out of 10. He said family was more important than this event. Did a few run-throughs and threw the talent. Well done, Tim. And that's exactly where we want to go with this. Just do what you can afford to do, whether it be time constraints or whether it be family, or for the fact that you really are getting so bored with this game that you're looking for something different. Davey Sharp's coming, 1 out of 10, have better things to do. Good one, Davey. Here's another one for you. There's a few more people beginning to realise that there is life beyond the game rather than these keyboard warriors that like to sit here and play the game 24/7, etc., etc.
Bingo.
Did he 3382s in that bracket?
Well said.
Unfortunately, you are on that bracket, my old son.
Welcome, Muhammad Ali, bro.
One got through the cracks.
where do I start with my score? Well, I'm going to start off. I'm going to start off straight off the bat and say the way that these unique units are going isn't the direction I want to see the game go. The previous two uniques, Warrior and the Metatron, absolute fucking shit. And if this is where Kixeye are going to go, so we're doing the Shadow Ops to be able to play these Strike Ops. It's going to probably end up being an event where I go, well, I'm going to skip. I'm not going to buy into the FOMO. I probably will continue doing the live streams for the Strike Ops events, but and possibly producing a video for it. But if the actual units we're getting, the unique units we're getting from the Strike Ops don't carry over to PvP, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with that. I'll put the videos out there for the players for that Pacific event. Yes.
Yeah.
They seem to have lost the plot with the uniques because the uniques are supposed to be the big bad hardcore units.
The strongest
and some
units
of them are weaker than the fucking heroes we're getting.
Yep.
Orbiters are stronger than the new Metatron unique. Orbiters are a better unit than the Metatron. So why am I playing this event to get a unit that's weaker than the unit that we got 3 months ago?
Why is it that we're doing like fucking weekly things to get one part, and now we've got to get the last one in an event, which is even frigging worse, and it's a shit unit?
You're not looking at the bigger picture, bud. You're doing 7 weeks. It's more than 7 weeks. It's more like 9 weeks of getting the actual parts for that unit.
That's what I mean. It should be fucking hardcore, shouldn't it? For all that.
You're not looking to the bigger picture. Hang on. You're doing 9 weeks to get the parts for that unit. Then you're playing the Strike Ops base to get the elite parts for that unit. Then you're doing the Strike Ops base to get the Omega parts for that unit. Then you're doing the Strike Ops bases to get the tech for it. And it's not just that. To add insult to the wound, as bad as these last two units have been, you've also got 3-day upgrade from 2 to 11 or 10. Then you've got a 5-day upgrade from 11 to 20. Then you've got a 7-day upgrade from 21 to 30. And they're putting out stuff, they're putting out units that, and basically I've got in my airfield, I've got nothing else to upgrade. So the Metatron it's not because I want to upgrade that unit, it's because there's nothing else for me to do. And it's pretty much the same in the barracks. I've got the Pioneer, but the Pioneer as a whole isn't a great unit, so I might as well just carry on with the Warrior. And that tells me a lot, because when I'm upgrading a shit unit over another shit unit, it's embarrassing for this company. This company doesn't grasp what the players want. They're trying to force feed us what they think we want. They're trying to shove shit down our throat and go, this is what you want, you like it or lump it. And what fucking annoyed me the most is they put out a post, Wrong Thinker put out a post going, well, the only reason we're here is because of you guys. The game wouldn't be around without you guys. In the next breath, someone on their War Commander Discord says, it's our game, we do what we fucking want. How does that fucking work? So it's all on us for 1 minute. It's our game. Kixeye game, yeah, it's your game. We're listening to you guys. We're trying to improve the game as much as we can within the constraints of being able to turn a profit. And then in the next breath, they go, no, fuck you guys. You ain't nothing to do with this game. It's our game. We're going to do what I want. This is the worst dev team to work on War Commander since War Commander was born. Period. Full stop. Bar none. It's the worst fucking dev team that have fucking produced this game because there's no understanding. They do not understand what the players want. They keep trying to shove shit down our throat that no one's asked for. Not one person has asked for this. Not one person has asked for the fucking Strike Ops event. The Holdout was working fine. Yes, they could have improved on Holdout. They could have made some changes. They could have improved on it. Maybe even put a proper defensive track into it, and it would have been a progression instead of regressing.
And I think to add to your comment there, and to make the insult to injury scenario, is the fact that their terms of service are a complete and utter crock of shit.
They need to update it.
They say, the thing is
I'm going to get to that, Coach. We will be getting to that. Leave that comment for them. We are bringing up the cheese. Let's keep focused on what we're on right now, because I am bringing up PvP very shortly.
I think I just wish Kix would look to all of the guys that put out videos. There are so many people that put these videos out. Why don't they come and speak to all of you and say, look,
I don't want to talk to Kixeye. I'm going to be honest with you. I do not want a discussion with any of the Kixeye employees, any of the Kixeye moderators, because in my eyes, I only see scumbags. I see weasels. When people, very early in War Commander's history, when people come to join this company, it was a stepping stone to progress into a further career in coding. And they're not employing good coders anymore. They're employing Medicore. Is it Medicore? Am I saying that right?
Mediocre.
Mediocre. That's a better word. They're employing mediocre coders, people that they know that they can retain, people that have got no aspirations to further their career and go work for a AAA company anywhere down the line. So and they can then manipulate these coders into doing what they want, because they know they ain't going to anywhere else.
I thought you was trying to say medically induced coma ones.
No, medical. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, no, I know. You said it so many times, it all kept going through my head. You say, yeah, they probably are doing fucking medically induced coma fucking coders.
No, we're the ones that are medically induced. We're in a coma because we're in a coma thinking that this game's going to get better anytime soon. I promise you, with Strike Ops, they've shown me everything. They've played their cards, and they've got fucking nothing. But we're expected to continue paying.
Mm-hmm.
They've got nothing, and this event is embarrassing.
Well, even that factor of FOMO is beginning to slip on a number of people now, anyway, isn't it?
Yes. When they give us it used to be called something else. It was the base bonuses or base weakness.
Yeah.
What we've got to understand is every single main event, every single shit ops event, every single skirmish, they buff the unit that we're getting, the brand new unit we're getting. It's 3 times stronger than what it should be, what it actually is in game. So yes, it looks fantastic when we're using it, but when you actually come out of that event and then you start thinking you're going to get the same results, it's not true. It's false. And that is a scam that can only last a few months before Kixeye got to go back to the drawing board, because people are going to stop paying into it. It is a scam. It's a con.
The other embarrassing thing is when they say they're going to do something and then they can't do it because they haven't thought about it correctly. I.e., in the last event they were going to do something and they didn't, did they? They retracted it.
Mate, and what happened to Friendly Fixer's Dev Diary last week before the main event? Or before... Was it before the main event or before Shit Ops?
It was before the main event.
He was supposed to put out a Dev Diary, weren't he? Explaining what they was doing. They never put nothing out.
Well, unless they have, but it's only gone on Stevie Wonder's calendar rather than everyone else's.
Trust me, I've got people on my Discord that will post anything that comes up from Kixeye onto my Discord, and they do it not because I've asked them to. They do it because they understand that a lot of people on my Discord are not allowed on the fucking War Commander Discord because they think Kixeye are a bunch of cunts.
Yeah, we have it automatically updated to your Discord, so it's not like we're not going to see it, but
Exactly.
we do appreciate it.
Didn't someone post a little snippet from over there?
Yeah, because sometimes the
something about
automated
that
thing
message
misses
thing.
stuff. Yeah.
Sorry, Adam, we'll go for it, mate.
So I forgot what I was going to say now.
Did someone post something? We do get the odd comment from. See, the post that Drake's makes about the updates get posted onto my Discord, but a lot of the other posts don't. And
Right.
a lot of the
Was
other
it-
posts,
was it-
it's just filler.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Was it that induced coma that got you again, Animal?
Yeah. No, I think it's something. You know, like people do the little snippets of what the Dells and whatever it is over there say. The community guy. I'm
Yeah.
sure someone posted saying, and it had in it something about his podcast, whatever it was, the thing he does, the dungeon thing.
Yeah, Drake's Dungeon.
I'm sure he mentioned something about. I don't know whether it's after this update, like that they're doing now, or the downtime. Because this downtime wasn't supposed to be happening, was it?
No,
this
is so
Security
they can have
patches
shit.
and
in
window
this.
licking.
This is the back end fucking this. Yeah, they've got
I
that
like how you
little
said
amount
that.
of staff now that they're having to bring in separate window cleaners because there's not enough window lickers.
Yeah, no, that's why they need window cleaners, because they've all been licking the fucking windows. Matt, 100% scripts are still in the game, 110%. And it's not just, they're using scripts all the way. I mean, not just air. They're using it on the, excuse me, they're using it on the Humvees as well. So when they deploy the Humvees, they get to a building or low wire Dragon's Teeth, they deploy the spawning units, and the spawning units are automatically targeting, for instance, your Mars. They're automatically targeting the anti-air units or Hungry Howard. So the scripts are 110% still in the game. They've sent out a few warnings to what I consider non-PvP players, telling them that they've got to slow down. I've seen a few of them, and these guys don't do PvP. They play the events. They're not scripted.
You've just reminded me something. What on earth was that stupid, ridiculous banner that popped up if you click too many times in the event?
Yeah, that was them trying to. What they want is the players to post that on pages, and then Kixeye looks good for. It looks like that they're going against. They're trying to nullify the scripts. I've been told by 3 different players. One of them was PMing me to show off that they still had the scripts, and 2 of them are like me. They don't enjoy being in, but they know they're in the know sort of thing. They've said the scripts are still there. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. If anything, they're worse. So it's Kixeye. Kixeye once again lying.
To be honest, I actually find that quite insulting that they put that out, because they don't even abide by their own terms of service. I know we're going into that very shortly, but how can they put something out if they don't abide by what they say in the first place? Makes that common sense?
None whatsoever, mate. Script isn't allowed. Yeah. Kixeye's already said that, KT Limbo. You can call it what you want, but it's cheating. They've told us that there's a program in place that should stop the scripts. Kixeye's come out and said that. If you want me to get the patch notes up, I will. So if you think scripting is allowed, that means you're cheating. That means I need to boot you from this fucking chat. Scripting's cheating, and Kixeye come out and said that.
It's a third-party program, is what they've classed it as. But they've also said that third-party programs are classed as cheating. So,
on the terms of service, it tells you that any third-party program is considered cheating. You've got hotkeys that are available in the game that you can utilise. Kixeye have given us them hotkeys. That isn't a script. That's a hotkey that Kixeye provide for the players. When you take something and you record the fucking clicks, or you use the game's code to target something that you wouldn't normally see, or you wouldn't be able to target it within that time frame of the click, you're cheating. Sorry to say that, but you are. You're cheating. When you're recording an attack, back in the day, it used to be able to record your mouse clicks, and then you used to be able to reproduce it. That was used back in the day. That was used to repair tunes. Micro Hill, it was called. Nowadays, they're not just fucking... They're pushing one button to do fucking 50 or 60 clicks with that one button. That's not playing the game legit. Sorry, don't care what you fucking think, don't care what you say.
Well,
And Kixeye have told us that they're getting rid of it, and they're not.
Well, at the end of the day, I know we said we're going to go back to this, and this is a bit
I'm going to bring it up now.
because-
We're going to move on to Warpath now. And
Because I just think that if you're going to put something out as part of a guide of how you want people to play, same as what they do with their Discord, certain things you can't say. But yet, if you say it, you get removed. But if you script, oh no, but suddenly that becomes allowed. Hang on a minute. Does that mean to say, because I called you a cunt on your Discord a week ago, that now I'm allowed back in?
No, Kixeye have got no morals, mate. This is what you've got to understand. They're so scared of their own shadow in there that they have to, because the player fight back, the bite back from the players is so strong, they have to moderate their own fucking warcommander Discord, purely for the fact is because there might be someone new in there that's willing to spend some money in the game, and then they go in there and they see the bad and negatives, and they go, oh, hang on a minute, this might not be a game that I'll spend my money in. That's what Kixeye are scared of. They're not scared of bad words or anything like that. They're scared of turning a player that's what they consider a wow coiner into a player that goes, well, I'm going to go find something else to do. Simple facts. That's all it is.
Well, the other interesting thing is what coiner's going to want to hit someone that's scripting? They're not, are they?
Right, let's take it back to the basics, right? Let's start off, let's go with PvP and Warpath that we've got now. And Kixeye's promised that what they was going to do, I think it was June the 25th. I only remember that because it was my birthday. And Kixeye said it was either June the 26th or the day after was the big day. This was the day that Kixeye was going to implement a load of stuff to stop the cheats. And then they was going to start improving the experience in PvP. What have Kixeye actually improved within PvP? And think about what I asked really, really carefully.
They fixed the mines, didn't they?
What have Kixeye improved in PvP? Because I can tell you, what they did is they went, oh, we're gonna put something in place to stop the scripting. That's not an improvement on PvP. Something that they, as soon as the scripting come into the game and Kixeye had knowledge of that, that's something that they should have worked on 2 or 3 years ago when that very first come out. That's not an improvement. That's fixing their bad coding. That's fixing what their fuck up from the beginning. That's not an improvement on PvP. The next one was the missile spam. If Kixeye put something into place when that very first started, again, 2 or 3 years ago, if they put something into place that detect whether the players were taking the missiles down to one space, or they was forcing the thorium to show that they had thorium when they was rebuilding them, etc., etc., that should have been done 3 years ago. That's not an improvement on PvP. Where is the improvement on PvP coming from? Everything they've done so far is to shit on the players and say, look, we are improving people. No, you're not. You're fixing your fuck-ups from 3 years ago. Your fuck-ups from 3 years ago, you're now decided to fix because the players have gone, right, we've had enough. We're going to stop coining. Where is the... Tell me, what have they improved on PvP? What, the attack, the control button? I think that's the only improvement. And even that's fucking broken. Please, guys, tell me where the improvement in PvP is. There is no improvement. All they've done is fix. They've patched the exploits of the game. That isn't an improvement. Where's the improvement? Right, we've got the Warpath after the improvement. We've got this Warpath coming. Where is there an improvement? It's exactly the same thing. The patch notes are exactly the same as last Warpath and the Warpath from fucking 5 years ago. The company are scumbags. They will say anything.
I get your point. I get your point earlier where you said you wouldn't wish to engage. I do see the logic.
What logic? I ain't got
the reason why you don't want to, for the fact that they are, as you say, scumbags. I get that. I do understand that. I just find the whole thing terribly, terribly frustrating for people that have just started the game or rejoining the game, or that have been here for 12, 13 years, maybe slightly more than that.
The guys that have played this game for the last 10, 13, 14 years, however long it's been going, we're the guys that are fucking suffering, because we've actually had to live through every single fucking problem in the game. And instead of Kixeye, as soon as a problem rears its head, and Kixeye going, right, we've got it, guys, we're on it, they ignore it. They turn a blind eye to it for years. You look at the scripting. How long did that go on for?
Yeah.
And it's only now when people have gone, they've started walking away from the game. It's only now when their coffers isn't being filled as much as they want them to be filled, have Kixeye come out and said, we're going to make changes. Why should it take that long for Kixeye to make changes?
Well, the other thing is as well, and Robert's just made a very good point, which is I think something we've all missed. Hello all, I missed out after all the weeks of doing Shadow Ops. The bullshit of having to get the last part during the event is crap. I missed the event due to being on holiday / vacation.
You can get that last part in Strike Ops as well.
Okay, so Robert, there's your answer. You can get it in Strike Ops, which is what, the next but one event, I believe?
From the main event to Strike Ops is
right.
1 week to the next. I'm not, but
I'm with
I'm
you.
not defending Kixeye for that as well. I think the way Kixeye have changed Shadow Ops and made it into like a Shadow Ops, we're actually playing 2 events in one, so we're having to do Shadow Ops and then play the event to be able to get the unit itself to be able to play the following event. Do you get what I'm saying? It's crooked.
And I've got to kind of agree with Limbo here that he's right in what you say. Do we actually see any new active players on the map? It's more like the old players or people that gave up the game that have now just been given relative information of how you can suddenly get all these wonderful units.
I want to be able to promote this game. That's my end goal. But I can't when I see shady shit going on every single week. It's crooked. They've done something good with the supply depot bases, where players can pick up some legendaries, they can pick up some of the newer stuff. That's fucking fantastic for the game. But they do that, and then they go and put out an event that they did, not last week, but the week before, that shit on every single one of us. I know for a fact, because during that, before the live stream to when I got my very first video out, I dropped 250 coin on that fucker. You know, the average person, the average gamer that comes in to play this game, they're not looking to spend that money. It's only because I produce the videos to try to help players that I can actually do that. Or, you know, I haven't got the wealth of some people. I am not, you know, I haven't got vast amounts of money where I can just keep hammering in this game and throwing money at it.
Just non-game related evening, Jim Bob, mate. Still thinking of you and
no, Jim Bob.
Things are easing for you, bro.
Hopefully you're doing well. Robert the Butcher, welcome, bro. Chef Monty as well, welcome.
Quite a few up from that have just joined us.
Ernest, nice to see you there, buddy.
I do think a lot of people are behind what we're saying for the principle of what we're saying. I know we don't always articulate ourselves correctly, and that's, I think, through a lot of frustration and for the fact that, you know, we're trying to help others within the game, try to get to levels and try to get the events to do them as easy as possible. But it is just such a sad state of affairs that they can't even go to anybody that produces the videos and say, look, how can we possibly make this better for you and the community? And I get your point, and I fully understand that. But I just think I'm beginning to lose a lot more faith in this game. And it's a game I've loved for many years.
It's the company behind the game.
Yeah, I get that.
It's the employees behind the game. They're conniving scumbags.
Well, at least excerpting War and
They're no different to the guys that were on the fair where you win a goldfish and shit like that, where the games are fixed. You call them shenanigans. That's exactly what Kixeye are doing, but on a grander scale. You know, instead of ripping off 20, 30, 40 people within a night, they're ripping off thousands.
Well, that number's dwindling very quickly, though, isn't it, at the moment?
And it's going to keep dwindling until they understand that they don't need to put out fucking poorly coded gaming, poorly thought out events, poorly fucking thought out units. If they actually give the players something that entertains, the chances are people will spend more money.
Well, to be honest, if you think about it, right, and just bear with me on this one, with Holdout, people used to buy the boosts as well as the free boosts so they could get it done, so they could spend time with their family, go out and do things at the weekend, other than just the game. And you know what? And I think they're missing the trick there. If they went back to Holdout, I wonder how many people would suddenly think, hang on a minute, not only have we been listened to, but this is a way that we can do our game, we can still enjoy the game, get it done quick, and spend more time with the family. You know what I mean? Check on a neighbour, whatever the case may be. Go shopping for a new pet fucking fish, whatever. But I don't know. You guys out on YouTube, what do you think? What's your opinion? Do you think this game's going down the toilet? Are you really that interested in spending money in it? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to say no. See, straight away, Andrew said he loved Holdout, and I'm sure if we said we put a poll up about Holdout and Shite Ops, I would guarantee there's probably 80 to 90% would go Holdout all day long. And Thunders, like you just said, go back to one event a month, like it was years ago, and occasionally throw in mini events like Holdout. Yeah, then they have time to make quality events, and that's the difference. The word quality. There isn't any quality in these. None of them are tested. Well, if they are, the only thing I can say, Stevie, get an assistant, mate, because you fucking need it.
I don't want it just to be me and you talking, Karl, but I'd love to hear the other guy's view. Whether it's you agree with me or not, I'm not here to tell you that my word is fucking God. It's not. If you guys think that something's improved, please say.
Well, funny enough, Tyrone has just said he hated Holdout, but he didn't like the replacement either. A lot of people are saying, yeah, Holdout.
Holdout was
why wrong?
It was just Holdout was just, it was the last bastion of what we had left from the old Kixeye. From when Kixeye was okay, that they were a little bit scumbags, yeah. There was a lot of bugs and things in the game, but they did put out something that resembled entertainment, in my opinion. I was entertained playing a lot of their old events. Holdout, Onslaught, what's the other ones? Come on, guys, think. Holdout, Onslaught, Invasion.
It's been that long, I can't think of, other than Holdout, anything I really thoroughly enjoyed, to be
Invasion.
Onslaught was like a zombie. It was like a zombie. Excuse me. Invasion. And you know they've replaced them events with what? And this is what Kixeye need to do. If they really want to fucking get some of the players on their side or back on their side, play the events. Put a video out of you guys playing the events. No mod tools. Give yourself 100 coins max and play the event. Get the newest unit in the event without fucking manipulating anything. You get it from start to finish and show us how long it takes you. They're not going to do it. They will not do it. Because they know what they put out is shite. Yo, love, bro.
And just as what Paul has just reiterated, as Tess has been he said, agree with Thunder, quality over quantity. It makes sense, doesn't it? Because if you're getting a decent bit of quality rather than the quantity, you're more likely to spend longer time at playing something rather than many time trying to get your head around something that makes no sense.
Well, I know for a fact, right, if I went to a sandwich shop and they made me a sandwich for £1, but it tasted like rubber, or there was a shop next door where I could get a sandwich for £3, but it was the bollocks, I know where I'm going.
Of course you would.
You're not buying shite, are you? You're going to go and have something nice. So this nickel.
pointing things with the strike ops. The unique parts used to be out on the maps, the spawn bases every so often, and we'd have more choice of what you wanted to get. You know, some people might want to upgrade the old units like we
They
used to be
need
able
to put them back.
Yeah,
They need to put them back in the
that's what we're
fucking.
missing.
This is where it comes down to that same old adage of Kixeye. They're manipulating the game now. If you look at every single event that we get, and I mean every single event we get, Kixeye are actually telling us what units we can and can't use. The main event, what with the base weakness. If you look at the ship strike ops, it generally, as a rule, it's the newest unique because it gets a buff. If you look at the sector breach, then normally it's the newest legendary unit. Okay, it hasn't been, the unis ain't great for that sector breach, which is a once off. And then if you look at the skirmish, it's the same thing. They're manipulating it, so basically they're telling us what units we can and can't use throughout. It's a manipulation tool again that players are seeing through.
Yeah. And do you know what? Something else. Sorry, just while you guys were talking, I've just read what Thunder said, and he's put the only funny thing with his last shit ops was that the Zeus was better than 99% of the most recent uniques, and that's 100% true.
Can I hold my hand up?
Wow.
I was the original fucking poster of the Zeus video, and I as a rule, it doesn't bother me about people copying my videos, but I was fucking pissed when the next day I see about 40 videos using the Zeus. I was fucking mad as fuck. But look, at the end of the day, and it was selfish reasons I was looking at that. At the end of the day, if it helps people out, who gives a fuck who made the video? But I wish they would do what they say on the tin. We're improving PvP. I don't see any improvement.
If they can't improve it, just put more quality into the events we are playing and do less of them. Do you know what I mean? Make the game fun.
Muhammad Ali used Prometheus for the event. Nice. Well done, bro. I didn't actually... I thought about that unit, but then I thought, nah, fuck that, because the green viral turrets. The viral turrets now kill the drones on the Prometheus, which Kixeye have changed that. The way the viral turrets work now. It used to be the viral turrets killed drones or clones of a unit. So yeah, basically what it was is anything that you couldn't control, they was classed as a drone. And that's what the viral turret would hit them, and then it would kill the main unit. Anything you could control wasn't seen as a drone. And Kixeye have changed it. And that's what they keep doing. They keep changing things to suit their own narrative. And then they wonder why the players are so up in arms. Because you're not being fair. If you're going to change something as drastically as that, at least come out and say, look, guys, we need to change this, and give us an example why. Instead of just putting it into game and expecting everyone to accept it. You know, it's a shitty thing to do. Yo, Andrew, AEJB, welcome. Rubble Skin, aka Manny. And I think there's a guy called Yes. Hello, bro.
Yeah. No, it's Yes, I'm that weird weeb, is what it's called.
A weird weeb. Hello, weird weeb. I don't even know what's the fucking weeb. I'm too old for that shit. Kurt as well, welcome, brother. What can they do to improve it? You guys got any ideas to improve?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If you're old and Cobra's agent, that's all I'm gonna say.
Cobra, I have to dig him up every fucking time we're on a live stream.
I would like to see the most simplistic thing, and it's so simple. Stick to the terms of service.
I agree.
If people are cheating, do what you said, ban them. No coming back. Don't give them a week or a little tap on the wrist or this, that, and the other. Stick to your terms of service. Cheating will not be tolerated. Simple as that. And anybody uses a third-party program, sorry, you're all part of the same group.
I normally
if you're
defend
using
Kixeye.
something, yeah, but if anybody,
I'm not good at that.
What?
I'm not going to defend them.
I should fucking hope not.
Because
I
used to defend them. I used to say, yeah, but Kixeye haven't got enough players to actually permanently ban everyone. But if you actually think about the way the game's progressed over the years, the only reason people have walked away from the game is because of the game's cheating. So if Kixeye did what you said on the tin and made sure that the cheaters were banned from day one, day dot, as soon as they started cheating, as soon as they was flagged on their system, they got a ban and it was permanent banned, the game might still have a million logins a week. But Kixeye were chasing them, they were always chasing the penny or the carrot. So Kixeye have done it to themselves. Kixeye literally, they've produced a game. It was riddled full of cheats, and instead of going right, okay, anyone that and they did do this to begin with, the very start of the game. If you cheated, you got permanently banned. If you was caught, you was permanently banned. And then over time, as the player base went shrunk, Kixeye went, well, we're not going to permanently ban them. We're going to give them a 3-day ban. It's them that's fucking done it to themselves. It's like you're loading a gun and playing Russian roulette with yourself. 2 shots to the fucking head before you fucking, you know?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Or the other thing is do what they used to do, didn't they? Was reset players' bases.
Yeah, but back then it was when players, I don't know if they still can. They used to manipulate the units and level them up. I don't know if they still can. I'm going to be honest. I don't get involved with that anymore. With the, how do I explain it without me sounding like a cunt? I don't get the information like I did about the cheats. I used to get a bunch of information. I used to be interested in that, and it destroyed me because the information I was passed, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, it was bad. And if half you people see what I was being told or I was being shown, you'd walk away from the game, and that's not what I want. That's not my end goal. My end goal isn't to make people walk away from this game. My end goal is to make this game entertaining, this game fun. I want this game to be fun for everyone.
How it used to be.
Yeah. Well, no, back in the day there was fun. There was the jumps where you had to prepare yourself for 7 days. That was fun. There was the events where it would be it wouldn't be the 3 bases and that was the whole event. In some events, it's actually 2 different bases and that was it. We used to have a variety of stuff or bases that we could hit. It's
see, and again, we're talking about cheats, and something Thunder's just said, and he's 100% right. That's another thing, yeah, cheats fuck up the stats in events. So Kixeye sees it as people not taking enough damage, when in reality it's manipulation, and that's a fucking good point.
It is. The whole game is based on manipulation. I guarantee you, there's a psychiatrist at Kixeye that's on more money than every single Kixeye employee that explains to them how to manipulate us into coining. I guarantee it, 110%. There's a psychiatrist, there's a shrink that will sell his soul to a company that will manipulate people. Keep them addicted. It's like a slot machine at a casino, or it's like
okay,
a roulette machine at a casino. It's designed to keep you coming back for more. And that's why they changed the world map as well, make them all flashy colours. It's to make it look like a slot machine. It's manipulation. It's evil at the core. And you've got people that work for this company that will push it onto the players. Well, friendly fixing for a start.
That's another thing as well, is that, and you're right in what you've just said, is that at the end of the day, they are helping specific players, aren't there? There are people that are getting specific benefits.
There's a cut-off point. There's a cut-off point. Yeah. There's a cut-off point with even online gambling now. There's a cut-off point. There's the government has got something in place that says no. When someone gets that fucking deep into a gambling machine, you've got to cut them off. Same as casinos. There's a cut-off point. There's no cut-off point in this game. So they can keep, you get addicted to this game. You get addicted to the coin. You keep spending money, and they will keep asking for more. Every time you spend $20, they'll ask you for $40 the next time. There's no fucking cut-off point for this. Any of these games that are produced like War Commander is, and it's disgusting. There is things going through the European court now that are trying to stop some of that. It's whether it passes. I'm telling you, it's evil, and they will manipulate you to no end to try to get another $20 out of you. Oh, just another. Oh, look at this unit. Another. Oh, all right, it's only $20, and then the next day they'll offer you something else for $20. They feed on people's addictions, and it's fucking awful. It's fucking horrible. And I've had an addiction. I've dealt with an addiction all my fucking life. Well, not all my life. The best part of my adult life. I know what it's like to be addicted to something and not being able to break that circle. Kixeye 101. You've all gone quiet on me.
No, I'm listening, mate. I'm listening. I'm absorbing everything you're saying.
I'm back.
No, I was absorbing, mate. I was also just reading through the YouTube and just what people are saying, and you know, it's just bizarre.
You're sitting here playing repo while we're talking.
I've sat there and watched someone fucking spend 25,000 coin on one CC update. 25,000. That was before the time where there was a fucking deduction, where you could get it for 30% less. When a CC dropped, he spent 25,000. And you know what I've done? I've gone, oh man, fucking wow, you're the nuts, you're the bollocks. Not thinking that this guy's fucking addicted. He's got a problem. He needs fucking psychiatric help, mental help. I'm the same. I don't spend that sort of money, but if I spend 500 buy 500 coins, and I do it knowing that Kixeye don't deserve it, I've got the illness as well. It's the same thing. And
I think a lot of the returning people. Sorry, mate. You know, and as Jim Bob's just reiterated, he only plays really for the friendship, and I think that's really where a lot of people are. You know, hence the community, and I think, and a lot of people must feel listening to us how our opinions are, what we feel. At the end of the day, if they come in and listen to us in the Discord, we have a giggle. We try to keep politics out the window now. We try to just make life a little bit of fun, have a bit of banter, take the piss out of one another, you know, but try and get everybody involved and try to bring people out of that darkness, because sometimes, as you say, going back to this psychiatrist chap that may be within Kicks and how they're going to do this and that, and, you know, who really wants to sit playing a game all the time? What about those people that are lonely on their own, that want to chat to people? You know what? The Discord's there. Come and join us. Don't be ashamed. Just come in and say hi. What's the worst we can do?
I'll be honest with you. If you're having trouble with the event and you want to come, you want information off me, me putting it over text to you won't show you how to do an event.
No, but
you coming onto the Discord and saying, how do I do this base? I'll happily walk you through a fucking base. Okay, I'm doing this. And not only will I walk you through the base, me doing it, then I'll go, right, you screen share, let me walk you through the base your end.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works. Because I don't like the manipulation that Kixeye keep putting on the players. We're all fucking people, and Kixeye need to understand that. We're not cattle. We shouldn't be fucking treated like that.
And at the end of the day, it's important that if you are, you know, someone living on their own and, you know, whatever the case may be, it's important to have a laugh and a joke with people. It's what makes the world go round, isn't it?
I live on my own, bro.
Yeah, I know, but hang on.
I live on my own, but I can have a full-blown conversation with myself, so I ain't really alone, am I?
Yeah, but you talk to the walls though, don't you? And they answer you.
No, I talk to myself. And I answer myself.
But you're right. You're right in what you said. You can sit there and do a video, but there again, if people come and join the Discord, they can see what you're doing. It can be explained what's going on. They can then try and reciprocate it, and you can say, do this, do that. And that's how we all learn.
Yeah. Right, moving on, guys. We need to move on. What happened? Kixeye put a poll out about a month ago about what legendary unit he wanted updating during this warpath, in fact. And they put out, I think it was Devouts.
Yeah.
They put out about 5 or 6 units, and we all, well, anyone that went on there voted for it. What happened to that? Has Kixeye come out and said anything, or just nothing? I know I voted for Devouts, that's why I brought up Devouts. There was Devouts, there was the Legendary Legion, they was going to re-update. I think there was the Spartans, there was the... I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
I vaguely remember this now, but you're right. Where's the poll, and what's been decided?
Well, it's supposed to be for this warpath. And
Well,
it's
nothing's
like,
been advertised, is it?
yeah, it's like Kixeye. I don't know. It's another unit we've got to upgrade or buy with blood for him. Blah blah blah. But it's one of them ones where if you do PvP, it's kind of needed. I think the vote come back and it was something Kixeye didn't like.
Oh, actually, Thunder's just come up with the answer. He said he thinks Drake said they wanted to shove the C-Ram up our arse first.
Right, so they basically what they're saying is they rushed out an anti-air unit with the C-Ram instead of actually following through with their actual initial plan of actually putting things into the unit tactically. See, if we got the legendary Devout, that might have been the end of not the end of the uni, but it would have been a counter to the uni if they'd done it right. Again, once again, Kixeye jumping the gun before they even know what they're doing. It's kind of embarrassing.
Does the Sea Wizard have any tech?
The Sea Wiz.
A C-Ram, you mean?
C-Ram. Yeah.
No, the older one, the one single
Sea Wizard,
unit.
yeah, that's tech.
Seabiscuit does, yeah.
Oh, okay. So all they needed to do is put a new one of them out, which we didn't need all them new little ones. They could have just made the old one shoot better, multi-shot, or shoot faster, or, you know what I mean? Keep just spamming us with the same fucking unit, just like slightly different, slightly changed, slightly different.
It's called regurgitation. It's regurgitation of the same thing over and over again. Every unit we're getting now is a reiteration of something we had before.
Well, didn't they say that's because they can't bring in anything new? They can only do it like that.
Why can't you bring anything new in though? Just because you said,
for all I know.
of course you can bring something new in.
I know the reason why they can't bring anything new in. It's really quite simple. They don't know how to think of something new, do they?
No.
Sorry, I'll say that out loud. That might have been me. That's my personal thought.
Yeah, it plays to their favours. They can't think of anything new, so just revamp the old ones. Give us like better techs and better fucking, you know what I mean? Give them a few more levels or something, so we don't have to keep doing the same fucking like unit in a different look when we've got units, perfectly good ones, sitting there. They just need to be rebalanced to equal all the newest shit that they keep putting out.
If you take it back to the basics, literally the basics, the workshop used to be an improvement on the unit. It used to be you'd get corrosion, you'd add shock, there'd be a massive armor up on the unit. If you look at the way the workshop tech's been for the last 2, maybe even 3 years, it's 20% reduction, 20% more damage.
Yeah.
And the gold tech is, for me, the gold tech's the worst tech out of the lot.
But they ballsed it all up with the SF era stuff. That was like, you put something on it and it was a little bit of an improvement, but there was a major fucking downside to it as well. And there was way too many to pick from, which was good in a way, because you could make multiple different setups with the same units. And that's what we're talking about now.
The SF era was the best era in the game from when I started playing.
The workshop shit was like there was too many downsides to like all the different tech. Don't need fucking downsides. We need improvements.
Yeah, and to be fair, I'm going to go back to this again. And stick to your terms of service. Sorry, you're just basically saying do what you like because we're not going to do anything about it.
We can't do anything about it apart from just quit, can we?
Well, that's it. But you know, hey ho. Get it. At some point, someone is going to suddenly realise. Let's get the gears in the right order. Seems like they've gone in reverse to me.
They won't be happy till they're joining the fucking job centre queue.
Well, you know, the way things are going, and let's be honest about it, life isn't getting any easier, is it? But you know what? And Manny's right, and I did say this, that you know, about the fact that I can't think nothing new. Even Manny's reiterated what I said. Kixeye has absolutely no imagination. There's nothing there. It's sad.
You know what would be a good imagination? That some of these heroes, that especially if they're in a, for instance, they're not an infantry, so they're in, well, even infantry. The Pioneer hero, what was that called?
Oh, Christ, yeah.
You had the Kabuto and you had the, not Zodiac, Kodiak. Well, they literally give us a picture of what the hero is inside of the unit. So why not make it so when the actual unit dies, the actual hero pops out the unit, and then that gives you an extra bit of fucking fighting power. Does that make sense? So the actual vehicle that the hero's in dies, the hero jumps out of it and then gives you an extra boost. It gives you more fighting power.
I've got a suggestion for the warrior, as an example.
Delete
Can I
it.
just ask you? No. My answer to it is: can they sharpen the axes so they actually do something?
Well, every unit now is 1,000 damage. I don't think we've, other than the original, not series, what are they called now, Arc 1 units. So the original 3, they're all around 1,000 DPS.
And just something else that just while we're in this process of trying to break the game down and fix it by whatever means necessary, whatever happened to the sound?
Fuck the sound. I've never had it on.
No, I know, but some people like the sound. Some people like the sound of the old mortals when they used to go poof, 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 and used to get out of the way in time. Do you know what I mean?
No.
That was good. Where did the sound go?
No one listened to it, so Kixeye fucking stopped putting it in the game. Last unit I can remember that Kixeye actually put a voice to was the Romero.
That's I think you're
fuck
right.
Yeah.
He went, fuck
did
yeah.
He swear
or something?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Hi.
But
I
I
never
don't
heard
know.
that. Always had sound off.
Just fucking wonder about this company and the way it's going. I think all they're going to end up doing is pushing more of us away.
I think I've turned the sound
We
off.
already know that if you stop doing videos, then there's definitely something wrong with the game.
No, I don't think that way. I don't think I'm the be all and end all. I think I'm a part of the cogs, but I don't think it you know, me
There's
being
more
gone
and
is...
more. There's more and more people creating videos lately than there has ever been, I think.
Not ever been, but yeah, there is a lot more people doing them. There is
There's a lot more
wider
people, but
variety. There's no one. There's no one
established in the city.
There's no one willing to put a voice to or opinion to anything. There's no one calling Kixeye out on the bullshit other than us.
Right.
Everyone else is sort of like in the middle lane, happy to go along with all the bullshit. Instead, if there was more voices out there, if there's more people calling Kixeye out for what it is and voicing their opinions, then, you know, maybe we would see a big change. But, you know, back in the day, there was always shows. There was Battle Vortex, Shadow Killers show. there was off spins where people had left them shows and they went and made their own. There's very few live streams now where they actually voice their opinions without blowing Kixeye's fucking cocks.
I can't imagine what you must be inferring there. You know, it's such a shame because we've met so many great people along the way, and it just seems to be now that it's us against Kixeye, but Kixeye just aren't listening. Do you know what I mean?
They do listen to what they want to listen. It's selective.
Hello, Smash.
No, Smash. It's selective hearing with Kixeye. They will cherry pick something that they think they can manipulate and put into their own terms.
Or make it useful, yeah.
Yeah, mate, if you put an idea there and you're thinking this would be great for the players, Kixeye go, yeah, that's all right, but we're gonna twist it and turn it until it's no longer that idea, and then we're gonna force feed you it. Why? Why would you do that? Why not just fucking run with the good ideas? And Friendly Fixer can fucking stick a cucumber up his ass as far as I'm concerned, because he's about as boring as a fucking wet fucking paper bag, you know? He's not the guy. That joke he done last time that he fucking put out, was it a dev diary?
Yeah.
There was no need for that. No one's fucking finding that funny, bro.
Diary of jokes.
If it helps, I think what we should do then with Friendly Fixer is rename him Arthur.
Half a pint.
As in, he only does half a job.
No, he's half a pint because he's little.
and I think, well, no, I won't go any further because I think I'll get.
Fuck 'em. Say what you fucking think. That's the whole point of making the streams. It's our chance to call Kixeye a bunch of cunts.
To be fair, and even going as far as Drake, at some point I had a bit of respect for him, but I no longer have. And I think I would much prefer to call him Morphine, as in a slow-working dope. I've got nothing nice to say about him anymore. He once was a nice geezer, but now...
Once?
Now. Yeah, he was once.
No, he was never a good person.
No, he was in my eyes, but he went tragically downhill once. And still has from that day onwards. But
wish I saved the PMs that he sent me when they try to force me to fucking bend to their knee.
Yeah, but
we're gonna literally he said we're gonna stop you posting on any of the Kixeye platforms, and I went, good, go fuck yourselves. I was at 1,000 subscribers back then. I'm pushing 10k right now. So how did that work out for them fucking silly fucks?
10K over 10 years.
10 years this year.
Yeah, fair point. Do you know what? I would like to engage with these people on a one-to-one.
I wouldn't.
So, no, I would. And I have several things to say.
I've had them on my streams before.
Well, you know what?
And we were basically at the time we was told, back then we was told who could go on the stream, who couldn't. So I'd have to leave some of the panelists out.
That's wrong.
And there was questions that we could or couldn't ask.
Yep. And over time that we've had people that actually done stuff for them too.
So they basically all they wanted to do was control the narrative.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds about right.
I wouldn't want that no more because I've built my channel on being honest.
Yep.
And at least that's what you can pride yourself on, the honesty, unlike the game controllers.
Like Smash just said, you can't fix stupid.
I think we've run our course, guys, and you? Over an hour.
I've got plenty to say, but I think I'd be legally in trouble for saying it, so perhaps now's the right time to end it.
The good thing is, right, if I say something and I cause and Kixeye think, well, we're going to take... I've got nothing they can take.
Right.
They can come and take my computer. That's probably the most expensive thing I actually own on paper. So, you know, I can say whatever I fucking want. The worst they can do is ban me in game. and make me a martyr. That's it.
Limbo's just said, Silly, could you tell us who your guests?
Back in the day, I think it was wrong. It was wrong thinker. I'm going back.
One time he was on.
Twice, I think I had him on. I'm
Was he the
going
one
back.
who used to write on the wall?
Yeah, that's him. It was either wrong thinker or not friendly thinker.
Friendly fixer.
Storm chaser, one of the two.
Well, Storm Chaser definitely was.
Yeah. It was one of the two, and then before that, I was running the Unshackled after Shadow Killer quit.
Yeah.
And I think I had one of them on there as well. But it literally that we was controlled back then. We had a player called Skipjacks with us.
Yeah.
And she was the one that would get them onto the stream, but she would also tell us who could and couldn't come onto the stream, and questions that we could and couldn't ask.
Yeah, the Storm Chaser and I followed each other around for Warpath and stuff because it was more fun that way for a lot of people.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was over 5 years.
Long time.
5 years, 6 years ago, something like that. Even longer, maybe even 7 years ago. But yeah, we did get them onto there, and to be honest, it didn't. The show was worse off for it because it sounded like we was bending our knee. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna run with the shout outs unless anyone else has got anything they want to bring up.
No, I'm good, mate. Good.
Right, bottom to top to bottom this time. Animal, give your shout outs, please, bud.
Thanks everyone for coming. See you later.
Brady.
That was a quick one. Yeah, just
That's what she said.
not looking forward to more of these events. Made me want to go to sleep after last event for 2 days.
You don't have to do Warpath, guys.
Nah.
Remember that.
But I probably will. I'll do Warpath. Warpath's at least easy. But yeah, I've got other things to think about now, like a vacation. So yeah,
Nice.
they better improve the events, or a lot more people are going to leave. That's me done.
Brady.
Oh, I'm not doing Warpath. I don't see the point of it anymore these days, and they don't even have ways to spend the blood Thor for except for just more Thor, and you can scrap older units for that. I'll just stick to my events that I feel like playing when I'm not spending time with family. And I recommend other people to do the same thing. Do the events that you want to do. Fuck the rest, and see you next time.
Copes.
Yeah, Silly, thanks always, mate, for the invites, and yeah, I was nearly late tonight again, but just managed to get there in time, thankfully. And I'm glad I have, because it is nice to come in and kind of vent some frustration about the game, but more importantly, talk to not just you guys, but the YouTubers that follow us, and to try and help them whichever way we can, whether that be through our variant of constructive criticism or for the fact that we bring them some entertainment, but more importantly, that if there are people that are out there that are alone, you know what, I've posted the link. If you're struggling with the game, come into the Discord, because we gladly show you. Even if you want a one-to-one with someone, there's plenty of rooms we can go to chat to. It doesn't have to be about the game. It can be about mental health. It can be absolutely anything. But more importantly, just don't feel isolated in any way. We built up this little group is built up from many clans, alliances, religions, and specifically nationalities. The only thing we do say about coming into the Discord, if you do come in with an open mic, and at some point, and I think it's coming on for nearly 4 years, I was that very person. I was shy until I got the bug, and now I just,
and now we can't shut the fucker up.
Exactly right, you can't shut me up. But more importantly, just remember, mental health problems don't define who you are. It's something you experience. Healing takes time, and asking help is a courageous step. But remember, life is precious, and respect it. You only ever get that once. And please bear in mind who we're talking to out in the big wide world on the global chat. You never know if you're going to push that one person over the edge. Other than that, I'm going to say have a superb weekend. Do what you got to do, but just check on a neighbour, family or friend. Other than that, God bless.
Right, I do want to put it out there that I'm going to do Warpath. So if I do come and I do hit your base, or you do hit my base and you flat me or I flat you, there's no hard feelings, guys. I'm not that monster that's going to fucking berate you on the world chat. I don't rarely do I talk on the world chat anymore because people use that in their own fucking way to make me look fucking stupid. I'm not like that person, but I am going to do Warpath, so it's not, there's no hard feelings on my end whether you flat me or if I flat you. I'm not gonna fucking post about. I might make a video about it, depends. Just enjoy yourself, man. Fucking Warpath's one of them events. I did put a video out this morning. If you know how to use things or you know how to repair your platoons in PvP, it's pretty much a free event. Go out and enjoy yourselves. Go out and fucking turn that fucking chat off, because most of the chat is fucking shit anyway. It's about fucking dickheads just fucking bragging about being dickheads. Turn it off and play the game. Other than that, stay safe, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Yeah, sorry, Animal. Go, mate.
I was just going to say one quick thing. Yes, I'm that weird. Just brought up the actual delves or whatever it was. It used to actually play the game. During Warpath, when at first so many of them, they used to have their team, didn't they? And they encouraged people to try and find them and attack their bases, and it gave you a bigger amount of infamy or whatever it was. But that only lasted a few Warpaths, didn't it? And then it stopped.
That was when Storm Chaser. Yeah, Storm Chaser quit, and that went.
Yeah. Like I said, that's when me and him and the others would go around, and then some other people that were not with them, as far as like outside of the game and stuff like that, just cut and fool. There was other people in other sectors that they also went to that they knew, and they hooked up with there, and it just made things a lot more fun to be interactive with them. And
Yeah, well,
to me, that's something they should bring back. I mean, it would make it more. It would make it more fun. Of course, I would stay out of that crap personally, but I mean, it'd make more.
They don't
more
play
fun
enough,
for
do
others.
they? Now the actual
They
team don't
They
play. Whereas before there was some that did play.
I don't even
Some of their
think
bases
any
are still on the map
maxed
because you
out
hear people
bases.
talking about going like, "Oh yeah, found so and so's base," and they go and smack it just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
But them bases during the Warpath, they were supposed to be a little bit harder. But obviously they've got blinking full maxed out, whatever it is, and they used to pop and let people go, and then they jump to another sector, wouldn't they? And let like more people have a go.
They wasn't hard. I've got videos on my YouTube channel where I've hit the DNK players.
Right.
Kixeye. They weren't hard bases. They would put things into a base that would trip you up, but their bases as a whole weren't super hard. Anyway, guys, we've got to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it. Take care, everyone. Pretty sure we'll be back next week. What is it? Sector Breach next week?
Thursday, Friday, yeah.
Double header next week. Take care, all. Bye-bye.
See you all later.
Bye.